Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing my empties video for the month of January. I know I am very late in getting this video posted and just recorded in general, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So for the month of January, I mostly was able to get through candles. The first, I think, like week and a half, I was still on Christmas vacation from work and school, so I was home a lot more towards the end of January. I was back into the swing of things, so I really wasn't home too much. So I don't really have a lot of body care to go over, so I'll go ahead and just get started with those body care items first. The first item that I finished off for the month of January was the Sweet Petal Pound Cake. It was the Fine Fragrance Mist. This was one that I purchased during the semi-annual sale over the 2023, or during the summer of 2023, and I just have nothing but good things to say about this one. It is very soft and powdery. It is one of those fragrances that you would constantly need to reapply, but for me, I liked it. I would repurchase again. I don't mind having to reapply. It's so nice and just clean smelling. The petal or the rose note is very like calming. It's not the most prominent note, and neither is really the pound cake either, which is why I think I kind of gravitated towards it. The next item I finished off was the pumpkin pecan waffles in the room spray. This one I had in the restroom, and I just really liked that. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Where are we? There we go. I just really liked this fragrance. It was very strong and just had that very cozy vibe. If you have ever tried anything in the pumpkin pecan waffles, you definitely are getting the same exact fragrance in any form. I also ended up finishing the Inspire Joy. It's the Juniper and Sage Aromatherapy, the shower steamers. I really love having a shower steamer whenever I go to take a shower. Is something about it is just so calming and relaxing. This particular fragrance I was really pleased with. Let me see if I have the fragrance notes on this one. Here we go. A blended aroma of juniper and sage, and it has essential oils. I just think it was a really like calming type of fragrance. I'm not usually one to gravitate towards like juniper, but for some reason I think the sage on this one definitely overpowers it, leaving that juniper note very like soft and mellow in the background with that note. And finally, for the wallflower refills, I finished off a Bright Christmas Morning. This is a repeat fragrance for me. I have used this set in the past in the wallflower refills. I always like it. It's very strong, definitely more on like the fruity and clean side. I would say I went ahead and used that particular fragrance. I believe I had it in, where was it? Oh, the kitchen, and it smelled so good. I loved it, just very clean and fresh. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Moving on to the 3-wick candles for the month, I went through the Blueberry Lemon Sour. This particular fragrance I actually picked up, I think, 2 of these during Candle Day this past year. I really loved the yellow wax on this one, and the smell was really nice. Honestly, I think it probably smelled the most similar to what was it, the sugared lemon zest. The blueberry note is not as strong. I feel like as you like right when you start burning it, you definitely get the blueberry note, but as you continue to burn it, like I'd say once it gets past about like this mark right here, it starts to just solely smell like the lemon. The fragrance notes on this one are sugared lemonade and blueberry sugar. So I mean, it definitely does smell like a good combination of those 2 candles. It's, if you just picture those 2, that's exactly what this smells like. The next fragrance that I went through was the Golden Berry Mistletoe. This was just a new fragrance this year, so it definitely was one that I wanted to finish off. It was one of the last of the Christmas candles that I was able to get through. I always just have, I feel like out of all of my candles in my candle collection, the most that I have is always the Christmas candles because of the Candle Day sale always falling right before or right around Christmas time. The next candle was the Cosmopolitan. This one was another fragrance that was brought out for the the Candle Day sale for this past year for Christmas. I really liked it. The smell was, or the throw was probably, I would say, like a low to medium. I did burn this candle in a smaller area. It was in like our small little living room, so that could be why I didn't smell it as much. I feel like if you were to burn it in a smaller like area, like a bathroom, you'd probably get a stronger throw with this. I did have a nice clean burn, which is always nice. And again, this was one with the colored wax. I'm always a fan of that. Let's see, I also did the Candy Cane Colada. This one was really strong. I burned this in the hallway, so I would probably give it like a medium throw. The Colada note was really nice. Yeah, just super strong. For some reason, like, I just didn't think that the Candy Cane, like, would go together very well with like the Colada, but honestly it works really well. Whoever came up with that idea knew what they were onto with this one. Definitely would repurchase and highly would recommend. Moving on to the Raspberry Thumbprint. This was a candle that I was super excited to try for the holiday season. So pleased. Oh my goodness. Like 10 out of 10 recommend. Very high throw. I did burn it in my room, so that could be why I had a high throw with it, but that raspberry note is just so like gourmand smelling. It's delicious. The fragrance notes on this one were buttery shortbread, rich raspberry jam sprinkled with powdered sugar. It just smells amazing. I was very, very impressed. Definitely 10 out of 10. Finally, for my Christmas fragrance, or one of the last Christmas, or I think this was the last Christmas fragrance that I burned for this month, was the Peppermint Hot Chocolate. This one is a repurchase, and this was my second time burning it. Completely obsessed. Like, fun fact, the very first candle I ever burned from Bath & Body Works was the Hot Cocoa and Cream, and I just can't even say like enough good things about that candle. It is strong. It smells exactly like how hot chocolate tastes, and it does not matter the size of the room that you are burning that candle in. It will literally fill like the entire room and then some. Like, you will smell it all throughout your house. Same thing with the peppermint. I will say I think the Peppermint Hot Chocolate is a little less fragrant, but it's still delicious in whatever room that you decide to burn it in. Yeah, again, this is a repurchase. I think I purchased another one after purchasing this one. So I just totally would recommend. If you haven't tried it, you need to add it to your list whenever these come back in store, which is usually at the end of the year, around like fall to Christmas time. I know that they used to bring this candle out during Halloween, and it used to be called Vampire Screams or something like that, and or no, it was Hot Cocoa and Screams. That's what it was. Hot Cocoa and Screams. So good. And finally, for my last item, and for the only single wick that I went through this month, again, was a champagne toast. I feel like I'm always burning this candle in the single wick, but it honestly is one of my all-time favorite fragrances from Bath & Body Works, and it's just a really good fragrance to use for like your restroom. It's a good go-to since it's so fruity and clean. Again, the fragrance notes are bubbly champagne, sparkling berries, and juicy tangerine. So with all of that, that concludes my January Bath & Body Works haul. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to go ahead and hit the subscribe button and leave this video a thumbs up. Let me know if you made it to the very end of this video. Comment down below what kind of videos you would like for me to do. I'm thinking about possibly like a candle collection or a fragrance mist kind of tour of like everything that I have in my collection. So if you are interested in that, go ahead and let me know down below, or if you have any other suggestions, I would love to hear them. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Bye.